EDF's progression system generally follows a predictable path, with each new weapon gradually replacing the last. Look a little closer, though, and every so often the game breaks its own rules. Hidden throughout each class's arsenal are weapons and equipment that defy the expected progression curve, delivering performance well beyond what their level would imply. Some appear early, others midway through the campaign, yet many remain capable of holding their own even on Inferno. These are the anomaly weapons and equipment of EDF 6. Don't let its toy water gun appearance fool you. The level 58 Super Acid Gun is a subsidiary special weapon that can replace an assault rifle in certain scenarios of close to mid-range. Its defining strength is raw, sustained damage. At 5,094 DPS and 67,920 total damage per magazine, it rivals several late base game assault rifles despite appearing at level 58. The trade-off is the strong damage fall-off, limiting its effectiveness as target distance increases. Within close range, however, very few weapons at this point for Ranger and the progression can match its output. Second, the Air Tortoise NE missile launcher. Built around high single target damage, each missile deals 15,313 damage, enough to threaten even heavily armored enemies, while its 36-meter blast radius remains respectable for a level 43 weapon, so you can decimate tightly clustered enemies. Its slow flight speed nature creates another advantage by enabling multiple missiles to remain airborne simultaneously, stacking their damage as they converge on the same target. That same trait makes it very effective against shielded enemies, such as Krulls and Krakens, who will be thrown off by the rocket's speed as incoming projectiles and miss their block. The drawbacks are equally pronounced. Its sluggish speed makes it poorly suited to fast-moving targets and mission-to-mission use. Plus, the missile's initial drop effect when firing can cause premature impacts unless fired around appropriate terrain. Third, the level 54 Volcanic Napalm. This grenade launcher abandons the traditional napalm weapon formula in favor of a single high-powered stream of fire instead of multiple burning patches. When every hit connects and the target remains within the flames, it can inflict 805 damage per second and 24,142 altogether. The sustained stream clings to walls and enemies, making it ideal for locking down choke points by staggering advancing enemies and continuously burning larger targets. Although its reload takes 15.8 seconds, each stream persists for around 30 seconds, granting multiple flames to remain active at once and maintain constant area denial. Its effectiveness does depend on keeping enemies inside the flames, so reaching its full damage potential isn't always guaranteed against certain enemies. Fourth and final for Ranger, this is for support equipment. The level 67 Underass E3. It remains the fastest sprint equipment available to Ranger. It boosts dash speed to 200%, ahead of even the DLC level 107 Hybrid Protector XE at 175%, making it the strongest option for crossing long distances or rapidly repositioning without relying on a vehicle. The advantage continues while under fire. During a dash, the under assist makes players completely immune to speed loss, whereas the Hybrid Protector XE still reduces speed to 50% when hit. The DLC equipment does compensate with 400% dash acceleration, 200% turning speed during a dash, and 160% walking speed, making it the better all-round mobility option. If outright speed and uninterrupted momentum are the priority, however, the level 67 Underass E3 still holds the crown. The level 36 Ryen Sniper Rifle. The gun inherits the role once held by the EDF FF in EDF 4.1, becoming one of the strongest underground weapons in the entire game. Each shot delivers 15,288 total damage and its lightning bolts ricochet off cave walls and nearby obstacles. This rebounding effect boosts the damage even further, making it possible to strike enemies around corners and beyond the player's line of sight. Combined with its 2,526-meter range, it can eliminate threats long before they ever reach the player. Above ground, its damage still holds up remarkably well, with its main limitation being the high energy cost. Ironically, the level 85 Ryen Alpha pushes this even further with 99,656 total damage, though its 2,786 energy cost makes repeated shots without specialized energy cores not possible. The level 36 Ryen, by comparison, is the much more practical option for sustained usage. Next, level 55 Plasma Great Cannon. It completely breaks away from the normal progression of Wing Diver's plasma cannon types. A single fully charged shot inflicts 22,649 damage over a 36-meter blast radius, exceeding even the highest level plasma cannons, including DLC, by a considerable margin, with only the big cannon M4 offering a larger explosion. The high burst damage makes it an outstanding choice for instantly deleting newly spawned enemy waves or tightly packed groups before they have the chance to spread out. The substantial 610 energy cost per shot does limit how frequently it can be fired. Its unusually high damage remains valuable even on Online Inferno, where enemy health scaling can prevent the later plasma cannons from securing one-shot kills that the Great Cannon can still reliably achieve. Very few weapons can match its ability to erase an entire cluster of enemies with a single blast. Moving on. Level 58. Luminous Shield Z4. The first Luminous Shield model to gain 5 consecutive barrier deployments, marking a significant step up for the weapon family. Each barrier remains active for 10 seconds, and the 6.5-second auto recharge means another shield is ready in time before the previous one disappears. This gives the class excellent defensive uptime for holding positions and creating safe windows to recover energy. Even compared to the level 107 DLC Luminous Shield ZR3, the gap is surprisingly small. The ZR3 lowers the recharge time from 6.5 to 4.9 seconds, but its number of consecutive deployments falls from 5 to 4. The Z4 therefore provides the greater amount of total barrier coverage before running out of charges, whereas the DLC model recovers those charges faster. The ZR3 remains the stronger all-round shield, though the Z4 is still an exceptional choice and keeps Wing Diver alive in difficult in-game scenarios. Up next, the level 68 Ghost Chaser DA. Homing weapon. This particular model stands apart from every other brainwave-guided weapon through its exceptional lock-on capacity. It can simultaneously acquire 34 targets, exactly double the 17-target limit of some Mirage models. Each volley deals 1,230.8 total damage, spreads across large groups of enemies, and costs only 15 energy, giving it excellent sustained crowd-clearing potential with very little strain on Wing Diver's energy reserves. Its lower damage per target means later in-game and DLC weapons eventually pull ahead against tougher enemies. Even so, the Ghost can match up in its ability to saturate the battlefield with homing projectiles, keeping large groups of enemies continuously staggered as they are worn down. Finally, the level 43 Skyhigh core. Unlike most plasma cores, this one isn't designed around increasing maximum energy. Instead, nearly all of its performance is invested into keeping the class airborne as long as possible, making it one of the most unique cores in the game. Under the right conditions, its exceptionally low boost cost can even achieve infinite flight. EDF 6 did reduce its boost efficiency compared to 5, yet it still retains enough endurance to keep Wing Diver airborne for prolonged periods. The compromise comes from its modest 405.2 maximum energy, making many later game weapons impractical due to their high energy demands. Pair it with efficient weapons, however, and it remains one of the best cores for maintaining altitude and engaging enemies from positions they may struggle to reach. Kicking things off for Air Raider is the level 61 Limpit Detector NE. With this being the final weapon in the Detector models, when every bomb connects, it can inflict roughly 70,311 total damage, giving it exceptional damage output for a mid-game weapon. Although Limpit guns have become more obsolete in 6 thanks to drones providing reliable self-defense, the Detector ME still fills a niche of its own. Rather than engaging enemies directly, it works best for setting traps across choke points and cave missions, similar to Ranger's Volcanic Napalm. It punishes anything attempting to push through confined spaces. Coming up next, Level 17 Guard Post M2 Backpack Equipment. Despite its early level, the M2 provides a 62.7% damage reduction within a 14.5 meter radius, comfortably surpassing higher level post in raw defensive strength. The level 64 Guard Post M3 drops to 52.3% within a 36.2 meter radius, and the level 75 Zone Protector ZM falls further to 31.4% in exchange for covering a massive 90.5 meter radius. So the M2 is almost double the defensive buff of the ZM, even though it's 58 levels below. Its main constraint is the smaller area of effect. When defending a stationary NPC squad, a single vehicle, or a compact multiplayer team, that drawback rarely matters, making the Guard Post M2 one of the most effective defensive support tools long after it should have been replaced. Finishing up for Air Raider, the level 56 Electromagnetic Prison. Unlike most barrier equipment, its greatest strength isn't its durability but how quickly it returns to service. After being destroyed or manually reset, it automatically reloads in just 14.7 seconds. For comparison, the majority of defensive bunkers take 40 seconds to nearly a minute to become available again, with only a handful dropping below the 30-second mark. Although its 36,000 durability falls short of later bunker models, the exceptionally short downtime encourages a more aggressive playstyle. It can be deployed, sacrificed, and redeployed multiple times in situations where other barriers may still be waiting to recharge, making it one of the most responsive defensive tools in Air Raider's arsenal until the very end. Starting Fencer off, we have the level 56 Vulcan Hammer ZD. Across the 4 Vulcans in the game's progression, the ZD for mid to late game is strong enough where the weapon's defining playstyle truly comes to life. Its greatest strength isn't just the 13,000 damage at maximum charge, but the impressive 90% damage reduction given throughout its attack animations. As long as the hammer keeps twirling and the player has a sufficient health pool, Fencer can remain in point-blank range against some of the game's most dangerous enemies, continuously applying pressure and tanking incoming attacks. This also makes it an excellent choice for acting as an aggro anchor, drawing enemy attention away from teammates and NPCs without immediately being overwhelmed. The drawbacks are just as significant. Its extremely short range demands constant proximity to enemies, heavy knockback can interrupt attacks or push Fencer out of position, and its 7-second reload creates a lengthy window of vulnerability once the attack ends. This was also a notable nerf from EDF 4.1 and 5, where the reload lasted only 2 seconds, making the weapon considerably more forgiving to use. For that reason, it was widely regarded as one of the strongest pieces of Fencer's arsenal. Following that, we have the level 57 Tower Shield 4E. While it isn't the strongest heavy shield in the game, it represents the point where the weapon category truly comes into its own. Compared to the previous Tower Shield 3E, its durability jumps by 75%, from 4,683 to 8,196. while damage reduction also increases from 80% to 85%. This gives it enough staying power to remain effective throughout much of the late game. Its wide 149-degree defense angle also makes blocking incoming attacks considerably more forgiving than the smaller shield variants, making it an excellent choice for players who need a more defensive approach. The penalty comes into play with mobility. Like all heavy shields, movement speed is reduced while carrying it, and drops even further once the shield is raised, making it less suited to aggressive or highly mobile builds. Although the Great Shield eventually eclipses it with a much larger durability pool, the Tower Shield 4E reaches this level of reliability almost 30 weapon levels earlier, making it an excellent long-term option before that final upgrade becomes available. Last but not least, Level 62 Deflect Cell AX Reinforced Part. As opposed to improving a single shield, this backup equipment enhances the entire shield category. It increases damage reduction by an additional 40%, reduces knockback by 90%, and does so while consuming just 20% of the shield's energy. Those passive bonuses stack with the shield's own properties, now enabling Fencer to absorb additional attacks, maintain higher pressure in close combat, and resist the knockback that would otherwise interrupt attacks by causing misses. As a result, nearly every shield benefits from the Deflect Cell AX, making it one of the most impactful support items available to the class long after the game is over. Even its DLC successor offers only marginal improvements to damage reduction and knockback resistance, while doubling shield consumption from 20% to 40%, making the Level 62 version the better choice in every situation. Its only real drawback is that it occupies one of Fencer's equipment slots, meaning players must give up another mobility or utility upgrade to take advantage of its rewarding defensive bonuses. Thanks for watching. Let me know if I missed any weapons or equipment that deserve a spot on this list. Until next time.